called to order at 3:10 p.m. Roll call done by swiping. If all of y'all legislators signed in, all good? Sounds good. Acceptance of the minutes. I'm going to ask that all of y'all scroll down to the bottom of your agenda, take a look at the minutes from last week, take a glance, a couple seconds, see if anything needs to be changed. Happy birthday, Woo! Savannah?
Does it matter if you ask us so long?
It's spelled. Whoops. Is it? What is it?
U-A-A-S-O.
Got it. It could just be that. It's all good. All right, are there any other changes that need to be made to the minutes before we accept them? All right, seeing none, in order to accept the minutes, we need a 2/3 majority vote. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those abstaining? Minutes have been accepted. Administrative reports.
Good afternoon, Mary Applebaum, Director of the Center for Student Involvement. I have amazing news. We won the New Jersey Ballot Bowl for the second time. So I didn't know when I last presented, they invited us to go. They didn't tell us that we won. But then on Friday, they called and gave me the heads up that when we went, we were going to be presented with the trophy. So we won our conference. And they now want to mix things up. And for the next year's ballot bowl, which is the presidential, we are going to be competing against Rutgers. So they're going to, I think, put us in the Rutgers Bowl, which will be a challenge. But when they told me, I showed no fear, and I said, So we do have a Montclair State Votes Coalition, which will continue to meet throughout the year, preparing for doing with things this year, but also thinking about next year's presidential election. So we would like to see some more student organizations involved in this effort, because we do see 2020 as being a huge thing where a lot of students are going to want to be registered, and our office is an office of myself, which is like part-time Greek, I was going to say Greek Lit, because I was just in a Greek Lit meeting. Part-time civic and voter. We have a graduate coordinator, and we have 2 undergrads. So we're a minimal effort, a minimal staff, but we would love to get more people involved. So for those of you who have connections to student organizations, please consider bringing this up and seeing if the organizations are interested in getting more involved with that effort, because we'll be working on that from now until a year from now.
All right. Any questions for Dr. Pagan? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Moving into officer reports. Anything, y'all? All good? All good? All right. Cabinet reports. Anything in cabinet reports for this week?
Yesterday, and she's part of the University College. She wants to have SGA clubs be part of an event in March called March Madness. So the different colleges, such as CCM, the School of Business, the College of Education and Human Services, and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences will be a part of that. So if I could just get all the SGA academic groups together it was a great good use to that event. And I'm a part of the University Senate. I don't know if I should give the report for that now or.
It's your time, so if you feel free to do it, yeah.
Okay, so for the University Senate, some information that they gave were that there are new master's programs. So if you want to go into that, psychology and computer science. The course schedules are gonna change for the school year of 2020 to 2021. Courses will be like on a Monday, Thursday schedule, and then Tuesday and Friday, so that mostly hybrid courses will be on Wednesdays and longer courses, so that students can have more time to go to events during Common Hour and things like that. And yeah.
Any questions for the director? Thank you. All right, anything else in cabinet reports? Good. Moving into committee reports. Okay, we'll start with Andrew.
Hey guys, I'm not here to talk about this published yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm part of the administration committee. We go over the statutes, and on Monday is when we actually started looking over and making suggestions to the statutes. For those of you who aren't aware, or need a reminder what the statutes are, they're how we interpret our Constitution, so they're very important. So yeah, we just started going over it, revising little things here and there, and we want to address this to you guys because previously in the past of the SGA, we would hold we make suggestions at the end of the semester. We would go over everything and have to vote on it. Now we're trying to think of to make it more organized and to make it easier on everyone else. We would do it in block periods, so we bring different things up to the table, different periods of time when we go over them. But that's.
Any questions for Andrew? Thanks. All right. Anything else in committee reports? Carla.
All right. Hi everyone. So I am the chair of academic affairs. So we meet every Friday, 11:30 to 12:30. Usually we've been ending a little early because the only members right now are myself, the chair, and Gabriella, who is the secretary. I just wanted to let you guys know that academic affairs is a very important committee, and I really wanted to see more of you guys out there. I know time scheduling, not a lot of people are on campus on Friday, but we want to make sure that we're doing as much as we can for students here at Montclair. One of the things, our initiatives that we're taking on for this academic year is to hopefully create an event such as an org fair, but for different colleges to help undeclared students, first year, second year, just students that are thinking about declaring a minor or a double major in something, so they can meet representatives from colleges and learn about different minors, learn about majors, the requirements and stuff like that. So I would really like to see any of you at academic affairs at 11:30 on Fridays. Thank you guys.
Great, thanks. And then just to piggyback off that, point of clarification, y'all all still have access to the spreadsheet. So if you feel as though a committee doesn't really fit with your schedule or it aligns, feel free to put your name right under the one that would best suit you, or your time at least. And then you'll be put into the respective group chat. That way I'll stay in touch with the chair. So please be attentive to that. Thanks. Anything else in committee report? Kelly.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, org review, as y'all know. So just officially as of right now, we are processing 29 charterments this semester. We have 5 orgs going into grace period, and or 5 orgs losing their charter and 7 going into grace period. That being said, the last deadline for Class 2 orgs was this past Monday, and all 5 of the orgs that needed to recharter got their paperwork in. So we are now no longer taking packets. We are all in the review process, and you'll be hearing from 4 orgs today. So be sure to bring those questions. Great.
Any questions for Kelly? Thanks. Anything else in committee reports? Savannah?
Yeah, so I'm the chair of marketing and publicity. Something small that we just started doing is we took over the TV in the SGA office. Really small, but it's something we did, so yeah.
Good job. Yeah, nicely done, y'all. Great. All right, is there anything else in committee reports? All right, moving forward. Programming. So, y'all, we do have actually a guest here for our meeting today. So, on behalf of the alumni department, if y'all want to come up here and give the floor is yours. Feel free to take as much time as you want to give it, and take it away. Yeah, feel free to come up and introduce yourselves too.
I also brought Montclair decals. You could all leave them as we made or.
I'm gonna get started. So, my name is Kaylee. I'm a senior and an intern at the Office of Alumni Engagement and Annual Giving here at Montclair. I wanted to speak to you all about our student organization, STAT, and the Senior Class Gift Committee in hopes of getting student leaders like you to join or work together in some way to create a culture of philanthropy at our school. As you may already know, STAT stands for Students Today, Alumni Tomorrow, and we serve as a group of ambassadors who volunteer at on-campus events either that we create or participate in, such as co-sponsorships. STAT is a great way to get involved and gain service hours while positively impacting our campus community. Besides that, one of the added perks of being a member of STAT is getting the opportunity to meet and network with alumni at our events and meetings. And this is easy to do because of our connection with the alumni office, and it's a nice way to give students something in return for being involved and giving back. Even though we encourage all students to join, we do have a focus on seniors because of the STAT subgroup called the Senior Class Gift Committee. STAT members will automatically become part of this committee during their senior year. And as you'll see in the handout I provided you, the Senior Class Gift Committee helps to raise money for the Senior Class Gift, which helps to support various MSU-related causes, including the Emergency Scholarship Fund, the Emergency Book Fund, and the Red Hawk Pantry. And as you know, giving back to those less fortunate than us is always important, but doing so together on behalf of your class is a great way to give back while also showing your Red Hawk pride. I'm working hard to bring back STAT and the Senior Class Gift Committee, and I believe that working together with all of you could be a great opportunity to make a huge impact on the organization and our campus community as a whole. I just also want to mention that our goal is to have an informal meeting before the semester ends with all students who are interested in joining and helping out with STAT and especially the Senior Class Gift Committee, because we are planning to launch the campaign next semester on Giving Day, which is scheduled for March 4th. But Dan and I will continue to work together to find ways to do this, but if you have any suggestions, please feel free to let us know. I'm also working with other campus organizations as well in hopes to gain a diverse group of students and get them involved. But our contact information and social media accounts are all listed on the handouts as well. So feel free to follow those. We'll post all information, including when it's going to go up, how you're able to donate, ways to fundraise, and other ways to get involved as well. So also please reach out if you're personally interested in joining or helping out in some way. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask now, or like I said, reach out to me. But other than that, I look forward to working together with all of you. And then
Just real quick, hi, I'm Kara Baldwin-Brennan, Director of Annual Giving, and I'm a member of the class, proud member of the class of 1992. And just like you, when I was a student, I said I didn't really think about philanthropy to Montclair State. I was busy going to school and I paid off student loans. However, I did get some aid, and ever since I graduated, I've given back small increments. Sometimes I missed a year. It's a little bit, but it goes a long way. I've only been working here for 2 years, and it's been an amazing ride to support the institution that I went to and to support students. And as Kaylee said, we're looking to really support a couple of key areas with the Senior Class Gift, and institutions around the country do this. It's a great way to start your philanthropic support to Montclair State. but really think about the emergency scholarship, emergency book, and the pantry that really support so many of our students across this very large campus. When you graduate, the seniors, there'll be about 5,000 graduates. Think about it, 500 students from that graduating class each gave the class gift that we're suggesting of $20.20 to represent your class year. We're raising $10,000 to give back to Montclair State. And it's a crowdfunding platform. We're gonna put it out there. There's gonna be a lot of push, but it really takes the crowd. So it's all of you that can recruit a couple other people to make a gift or join the committee. It's really pushing others to do so. And if you make a gift of $20.20, Kaylee, what do they get?
You get a pair of alumni socks.
You
which is
should
your
take
first-
them out
Yeah.
of the package. You know, these are a hot commodity.
It's your first alumni merch, if you will, before you graduate, so it is exciting.
And when you do graduate, we have a lot of fun alumni networking opportunities. We have events at different restaurants and pubs around the state of New Jersey. We'll be in Hoboken, we'll be in Morristown. We've been down the shore, but very cute, you know, a little Argyle, but on the back, it's got your Red Hawk, Montclair State alumni, so, and a little proud supporter pin.
Yes.
So
So you can wear it at graduation or just wherever.
And like Haley mentioned, we're gonna launch this with Montclair State as a full giving day. We're looking to raise over $100,000. So the senior class can be a big part of that, kicking off their gifts then. We will stay open because there are also opportunities with making your gift, have messages put up on the Jumbotron at the Prudential Center at commencement. You'll see that on the flyer. And this will go, I think, up until commencement fair, but we have to just kind of look at some dates. So it does go on for a little while, but great opportunity, and really would appreciate your support and getting some folks involved. That's it from me.
Sounds good. Thank
Not
you.
really. When you graduate, you'll get an appeal or something.
Yeah, are there any questions? All right, thank you all so much. Looking forward to it. Yeah, leave it right here. People will take them on the way out. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll wait on you.
All right, sounds good. So, yeah, I look forward to that, y'all. All right, so that's that. So we'll go ahead and now move out of programming, and we'll go ahead and run into unfinished business and move with the order of the day. So, being that we have orgs present, we'll go ahead and move forward with the tournaments for the day. So, we'll go ahead and start with the first bill. So we're now going to go ahead and consider Bill F-2019-25, Data-Driven Student Alliance Class 3 Recharterment.
Now reading Bill number F-2019-25, be enacted by the legislature of the Student Government Association of Montclair State University Incorporated that whereas Data-Driven Student Alliance was rechartered as a Class 3 organization of the Student Government Association, and whereas Data-Driven Student Alliance will be a great benefit to the Montclair State University undergraduate campus community, and whereas Data-Driven Student Alliance would like to receive a charter for the spring 2020 to fall 2020 time period. Be a result that Data-Driven Student Alliance receives a charter for the spring 2020 to fall 2020. Submitted by Kelly Garrettson, SGA President Pro Tem for October 21st, 2019.
Author's report.
Hi y'all. While this loads, give you a brief intro. So this org got all of their info in on time. They were in contact before the deadline and had everything working the right direction. They did a great job, and I'm super excited for this presentation.
Questions for the author? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, so just present.
Sorry, I can never do this. You see?
Yep. Yeah.
See, I can't.
Keep going.
Like which direction?
To the left.
I can't see it at all. Weird.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I saw it.
So,
There you go.
is that all?
Great.
All right, sounds good. All right, organization report. So, y'all have 6 minutes to give your presentation. At the 5-minute mark, I'll go ahead and give you a 1, and feel free to get started whenever y'all are ready, all right? This one?
No, it's up there, but I think the
Oh,
tab.
yeah, So it won't, you have to do it looking from there. For some reason, it like doesn't show up on here. We have no idea why, so I'm
It's
so
just
sorry.
it's double screen.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
okay,
yeah.
so.
So sorry,
So,
do you want to pull this forward? Does that work for you a little bit better so you can see it a little more?
But we just press the arrow.
You just press the arrow, yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, so my name is Theo Brunson. I'm the Secretary of Data Driven Student Alliance.
President Tom Solano.
David Ambrose, I'm the Vice President.
Alright, so basically our purpose is to provide our students, our club members with the opportunity to experience data in every way possible, because data, as we know, is a part of our lives, whether we like it or not. So if you're on Instagram, whatever, they're using data, you're using data, and other companies are using data as well. So we provide our student body with professional development, with SQL and Python workshops that we've done this semester and last semester, and then application of knowledge with Tableau. We had a little Tableau competition. We taught them first how to use Tableau, just the basics, of course, and then we had a little competition where you could win a gift card to Amazon, and that went really well for us. And then we had networking with the industry insiders. We had guest speakers come from all over. We had Dell and Comcast representatives, and also we have professionals in all the industry. So why we are unique, we develop and reinforce the students and have an understanding of business analytics concepts, and we introduce it to as many business applications as possible. We help the students successfully enter into the industry by exposing them to potential careers in the field. And we increase the business profile of all of our analytics connections. And among the student body, it was established in 2012. And we're not like the computer science club because we focus more on the business application, but we're also not like the business administration club because we focus more on the analytics department itself. And then,
Yeah. So I'm going to talk about the events that we currently held this semester at the club. So first we had the meet and greet, and that was what came after the org fair, where we had a table, and it was pretty successful, I think, and we all agreed with that. We had a lot of emails, a lot of people sign up, people were eager to show up. So then came the meet and greet, and it was really just what it says. You know, people who don't know anything about the club can come and meet us. We told them what our majors are, who we are, literally, and then we wanted to not be so boring and focus on analytics the whole time. And you know, we asked other people like, what was their favorite superhero? Like, just open discussion to kind of get to know each other. After that, we had general body meetings. This was still, it was different than the meet and greet, because the meet and greet was like an introduction to the club. This was more of like to follow up and tell the club members that we're actively showing up what we're going to be doing throughout the entire semester. So before we jumped right into an event, we wanted to make sure that we had numbers. So we wanted to make sure when people came, we told them to tell their friends, and also when they came, we would get into depth on more on what we're going to offer in the coming weeks, such as a workshop or a guest speaker coming in. And then we had a Trisona speaker. So this was a speaker that was in the business building. It was on a Wednesday, which our club meetings are. But our meetings are from 4 to 5. This was actually at a different time. So not everybody could have made it. This was like it was from a business alumni from MSU, and he is in the analytics field. So we really encouraged to have a lot of people, instead of meeting at 4, to instead go there. And we got a lot of insights from him. It was a really, really motivational speech that he gave everybody, and he gave us a lot of core values when you're entering the business world with like ethics and such. It was very interesting. Then we had a Learn About Bitcoin presentation given by our own Theo Brunson. Me and myself, I don't know a lot about cryptocurrency, so it was nice to see new members actually show up for that, people taking notes and actually getting a lot out of the presentation, such as myself too. And then after that we had a Tableau workshop held by our own president, and that was nice. I remember when I came last year and they held a Tableau workshop. I didn't know what it was. I haven't even heard of it, and they explained it like really well, and I actually understood it. And it was nice to be hands-on with the people that were there with their computers using Tableau as well, and they got as much out of it as we were trying or hoping for. And these are past events that we had in past semesters. I just talked about what we did now. These are events that were also, time permitting, maybe we'd still, get to them, and we like to go over them and we do change them up a little bit. So we had like an SQL workshop. We were working with Python, which was like web scraping with Python. And from there we have like guest speakers coming in, alumni, whether they work in the field or our alumni we just mentioned. And then we have a tableau competition, which was mentioned as well. Really, you use your skills and what you've learned from the workshop to then be implemented into this competition, which I think really just helped you understand the application. And I can personally speak on that because, not to boast or anything, but I did win the competition last year. But I won only because of what was taught to me in the workshop, and it really did pay off in the work. And I enjoyed it, so I like to kind of hope that we can give that to people that show up. So. And then here's just a few pictures that we have. So this was from our Learn About Bitcoin speech. Here's our Tableau workshop. You can see we have it up on the board. We were very hands-on, actually, like not just showing a presentation, like, okay, this is how you do it, then go home. We were doing it with them in real time, and they were actually learning a lot. They were asking questions to us at the same time. And then here is just our table at the org fair, because we put a lot of effort into that poster. Doesn't look like a lot of effort, but it was. And it was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it because we were able to see the students that were here that were actually interested in getting involved in that club. So community, the DDSA functions as an academic and social resource for students. What we offer students is a chance to grow their network. We encourage them to refine their professional skills in the data field when using these applications. We have workshops, just as I had mentioned, and we give them the opportunity to network with established and knowledgeable analytics professionals, whether alumni or professors of the school.
Alright, so for members, basically here's the three of us, but our treasurer and marketing could not make it, which is Catherine Lowerbaum. Our faculty advisor is Marina Johnson, and we have 25 general members. So for accreditation report, as of right now, we are a new e-board, so we're just trying to get into the swing of things. But as far as events, like they're all educational, so we did get a bonus. I believe we did get a bonus point for that, as well as the org fair. And we did host 4 different events. They were all basically workshops. And as well as we're working on our co-sponsor event, which is with Montclair Dance Marathon, and just trying to promote their event as well. And basically, this is just like a why us. So a lot of these workshops, they are pretty pricey. Some people did mention to me that you can get them at a discounted rate or like a pretty low rate, but at the same time, our workshops aren't, I guess, like accessible to everybody. Not everybody's gonna know about it. So with us, we're able to market it to our students ourselves, and just basically give them a skill that they could use in the workforce. So just pretty much to sum it up, we do have a lot of networking opportunities, especially our alumni. The past presidents just got different promotions and everything like that. So in the analytics field, I know the president from 2 years ago is working as a Verizon lead in analytics. So we do have connections, and they do come back to talk to us and just give us guidance. I could vouch for that because they were able to land me an internship as well as a job this coming spring. I sent you the updated for the budget breakdown, but
Oh, it may have not.
okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And thank you.
I was gonna say, you just wanted to pull it up, budget report.
Yeah, so like I said, we are a new e-board, so we're really just trying to get the swing of things and like paperwork and all that. It is a little complicated, So we're just trying to know what we're doing, but this is basically what we try to break it down to. We still haven't really used our money yet, but we really are just trying to break it down and plan it to spring to basically use our money, but that's pretty much a breakdown.
Okay, thanks. All right, are there any questions for the organization? Kevin?
Can you go into a little in depth of how much each class costs and why they cost that much?
Yeah, so most of the classes, like you told me last week, you did get a C++ class for $11. But from my understanding, some of these SQL classes do range from like $200, $300. The SQL class that we held, we had it for $50, as well as these Python and Tableau workshops that are free for any member as well as any student that comes. So, I mean, that's a pretty big deal in terms of skills.
Patrick?
What's $100 for security?
So, I believe, like I said, we are pretty new, so we just broke it down in what we got. We didn't really expect events being more than 30 plus people, but if it did come to that case, then we can just.
Kelly?
Yeah, point of clarification.
Sure.
It's just, that's like for big, large-scale events, or is it the opportunity if they want to pay for security to make sure that all goes well? So if they're having a large-scale event, they can allocate money for that, so that's why that's there.
Any other questions for the organization? No? Committee report?
They received a 201 unofficial positive recommendation.
Questions for the committee? Savannah?
I'm guessing you guys talked to them about the budget, right?
Yeah, this is just what they're broken down to have.
Yeah,
It's
like
not
the
what they
workshop.
spent.
Okay. Okay, got you.
Yeah, this is more so like what they're allocated.
And I do know that we discussed in committee that they do have a full new e-board, so they're getting their bearings in and trying to get paperwork processed, but obviously they're having the events that they're required to, they're just kind of working through their things of figuring out how to do everything correctly with, in regards to that, so.
Kevin? Oh. Any other questions in committee? All right, debate and discussion on this bill. Kevin?
Point of clarification for everyone around here. SQL courses are very expensive, especially if they're one-on-one. The one I took was a more online thing. I can do it on my own pace, but when you have classes face-to-face, they're more expensive because they have to pay a teacher to actually teach it on things. So just keep that in mind.
Anything else in debate and discussion on this bill? All right, seeing none, we'll now go ahead and hold the vote. We need a 2/3 majority vote in order for this bill to pass. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those abstaining? Bill passes. Congratulations. All right, we'll go ahead and move forward. We're going to go ahead and now consider Bill F 2019-24, Active Minds Class 3 Rechartment.
Now reading Bill number F 2019-24, being enacted by the legislature of the City Government Association, Montclair State University Incorporated, that whereas Active Minds was recharted as a Class 3 organization under the Student Government Association, and whereas Active Minds would be a great benefit to the Montclair State University undergraduate campus community, and whereas Active Minds would like to receive a charter for the spring 2020 to fall 2020 time period. Be it resolved that Active Minds receive a charter from spring 2020 to fall 2020. Submitted by Kelly Garrison, SGA President Pro Tem for October 21st, 2018.
I'll support.
Y'all know the deal. They were great. They got all their stuff on time. We really enjoyed their presentation during org review. They're extremely well. They were extremely prepared. Super looking forward to this presentation.
Questions for the author? All right, organization report. So once it gets up there, y'all can get started, just like the others. You get 6 minutes to do your presentation. 5-minute mark, you'll go ahead and get 1. And yeah, just get started whenever it comes up.
This is going really well. Do either of y'all have your laptop with you? I do. Okay, that'd be great if you want to pull that up in case my computer decides to die. This happened last week too. Yeah, I know. Well, it was when I turned the projector off and then turned it back on really quickly, my computer just goes black.
Yeah, it's like a video.
work. Actually, my computer's back on, so things might be okay. So yeah, this org is great. This is not a reflection of them. It's just technology being technology. Is Data Driven Student Alliance still here? Can I fix something?
Where's Kevin?
Yeah, he stepped out.
Oh, Kevin's on.
Yeah.
Anything, I just pull up on my laptop.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's just yeah. This is always so fun. Love the Wi-Fi here. It's really good. Okay, awesome. So this looks like it's working now. Moment of truth. Beautiful.
Ooh,
Yes.
all right.
Okay.
All right, sounds good. All right. Y'all are good to go.
So hello everyone, we are Active Minds. My name is Julia Santisi and I'm the Vice President.
My name is Pete, I'm the president.
I'm Emma Gentile, and I'm the Public Relations Director.
And we are here for re-charterment for fall 2020, spring 2020 and fall 2020. All right, so what is our mission on campus? Our mission on campus is to break the stigma around mental health. We want to keep an open discussion in our meetings, as well as creating a safe space for all of our attendees. We also want to get the students to know what their resources are for on campus, just so if they know a friend in crisis or they are going into crisis, they know who to contact and what resources are available to them on campus. How are we different? We are different because we are purely educational. So usually how our meetings break down is 1 week we'll do an educational event and another week we're gonna do a DIY for stress relief. So an example would be, I think in October, we did an ADHD awareness event, and then the next